Hello everybody! Welcome back to the Grandma Bethany channel right here on the YouTube website. As I'm sure all of you know by now, the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer released just days ago. And it looks to be more of the same degeneracy and filth from those hooligans over at Rockstar Games. What a terrible shame this is, I tell you. The youngsters of today enjoy saying things like, "Let's keep it 100. Grandma hears that phrase all the time, so let's do that. Let's keep it 100, okay? We haven't played this video game yet, but we might as well have because we know exactly what to expect now, don't we? We know what to expect because we've seen this tired old dog and pony show before. Another Grand Theft Auto video game, so that means copious amounts of senseless violence everywhere, from every and all angles. Plenty of no-good hooligan bums on the streets, snorting marijuana cigarettes up their noses, and Lord knows whatever else, I tell you. And let's not forget all of those loose women out there, wiggling their fanny holes in all of our faces. Now, some of you might be saying that I'm just an old, dusty relic from a bygone era, that I'm out of touch, and this is the shape modern America has taken. And all Rockstar is doing is holding up a mirror and showing the rest of the world what a circus our country has become. I want you to know that Grandma understands the satirical nature of the Grand Theft Auto series, but I don't want to be a clown in that circus. No, dearie, I sure don't. And that's because it's embarrassing to Grandma. America is capable of so much more than this foolishness, and I hope to see a return to what made this wonderful nation rise to prominence in the first place, because we have most definitely lost sight of that in recent decades. Just take this young lady, for example. She's a lovely woman, to be sure. But she should be at home, baking delicious cranberry muffins and kissing her young ones as they head off to school in the morning. A proper lady has no business patronizing a low-down, sleazy establishment such as this, with all of these bums tossing dollar bills around, with their tongues waggling halfway down to the gosh dang floor. That is debauchery, and your grandma does not approve of such behavior. And surely that man could find more productive things to do with his money than tossing it into the fanny holes of loose women, right? Far be it from me to tell another adult what they should be doing with their hard-earned money, but my goodness, if my grandson Toby spent his dollar bills so frivolously, that would make my poor little head spin right off my shoulders, I tell you. If the folks over at Rockstar Games were smart, they would hire your old grandma Bethany as a creative consultant immediately. They should do this because I could straighten this franchise out in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and that's for certain. My first order of business would be to create a playable character that stops hooliganism instead of participating in it, someone with compassion, selflessness, and a heart of gold. The type of person the community could really look up to, you know. Secondly, and I was thinking this could be a side mission or something like that, but we could hand out clothing to the women of the city, so they don't always have to prance around half nude like street harlots. Geez Louise, if I didn't know better, I'd say these modern women are allergic to clothing, I tell you. I know many of you are sitting at home listening to me on your television set. You're eating your saltine crackers, and you're probably nodding along to what I'm saying. And that's because you're very smart. Not everyone will agree with us, mind you. And it's true there are some real dum-dums here on the YouTube website. But you should take a moment to give yourselves a round of applause for not being one of those hopeless souls. Be sure to subscribe to your grandma if you haven't already, and be sure to tell me what you think down in the comments. Do you think Rockstar Games will ever make a quality Grand Theft Auto video game? Will this new one be another massive failure in the series? Grandma thinks these developers have a lot of technical prowess, but their heads are simply too entrenched in the gutters. As my mama once said, there is so much more to life than self-indulgent pleasures and women's fanny holes.